Hi everyone, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Church Girl. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Today we are going to be learning on how to take charge of your health naturally. It is very important for everyone to learn how to take charge of their own health. No one is going to do that for you, but you have to learn how to do that yourself, okay? I'm going to be making series of videos about taking charge of your health, and I'm going to be talking a lot about first aid. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is tomatoes. But before I go into the tomato fruit itself, I'm going to be talking about the tomato leaf. Okay, have you ever thought of when during the primitive days, the olden days, what our great-grandparents used to do when somebody had a fall, an accident, sudden trauma to the head, and the person is unconscious? Do you know what our grandparents used to do to resuscitate the person? Okay, in modern medicine, CPR, which stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is a chest compression, so which is the cardio part, and you give the person breath. But before you do that, you have to know how to give the person. You have to know how to do the chest compressions very well, where your hands has to be positioned and the number of breaths you have to give to the person in order for you to be effective. But sometimes most people don't know how to do it. If you live in North America and you have someone who's unconscious, the first thing is you call 911 and they'll walk you through on what to do. So you have to listen to them, because they're going to be giving you a series of questions to do, certain things to do. They're going to be asking you questions on how the person is, what color they are, how old they're going to be getting all the answers from you, so that they can give you the proper precaution to take, or how to help the person at that time before the emergency crew get there. But if you live in different countries, in some countries the 911 system or the emergency system is not reliable at all. And sometimes when someone gets unconscious, they have to carry the person. And some people have to even cross rivers, cross streams. Some don't even get access to a vehicle. It's very stressful, and people lose their life every day because of something very simple. Maybe something could have been done instantly for the person, but help was not given because people didn't have knowledge on what to do. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is tomato leaf. When someone becomes unconscious and you have tomato leaf, you shouldn't fear, okay? Unless the person is there is something more to it than resuscitating the person or reviving the person, unless there's something more to it. So when you get tomato leaf, what you have to do is you pluck some of the tomato leaf, okay? You have to work fast. This is a video, so I'm going a little slower. So what you do is when you go to where the tomato is, you just turn it over to see if there's no bug hanging on it. You turn it and you begin plugging, okay? You plug as much as you want, a handful of it, okay? Just like this. You can see I have a handful in my hand. You put it in your palm and you rub it together. Rub your hands together. You rub, you have to work very quickly because time is of the essence and you don't want to lose the person. So you see, look at my palm. I have a lot of juice of the tomato leaf inside my palm. I'm gonna squeeze it for you to see. You see how much juice I have in it. So what you're gonna do is, just like you do in CPR, you're gonna tilt the person's head back and lay the person flat on the floor, on the back, okay? You're gonna squeeze this tomato juice inside the person's nostril, each of the nostril, okay? And you have to wait. And the person instantly, mostly within a minute, the person will be up. But if you put this one in the person's nostril and for 3 minutes the person is not up, the person has not been able to get up, that means you have a lot of problem at your hands, because that means the person's life is in the hands of God. You have to pray, and you have to do all that you can to make sure that person is safe, or you get them to the hospital as fast as possible, because if this does not resuscitate them, then it's much bigger than you would have imagined. So this is what you do when you have someone who is unconscious. So you will say, what does tomato leaf does to the person? When you put it in the nostril, because the nose, when they talk about the respiratory system, they are all connected together. With the nose, the breathing. So when you put it in the nose, it automatically goes through the throat. It goes through, it sends a signal. It's kind of like a battery that you put it charges it tells the brain that you have to breathe. It's a quick response, very, very quick. It works very quickly. So when someone is unconscious and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to do the CPR, or you are just confused and you have tomatoes over there, there's no need for the person to die or maybe lose their life. Okay, so I'm gonna put this away and wash my hands, and we're gonna come to the tomato fruit itself. Okay, now that we are done with the tomato leaves, I'm gonna set this aside and come back to the tomatoes itself.